You'd better believe it. Welcome to the Sanctuary. I'm Kyle, and I'm here to tell you, never be afraid to step into the pleasure den of the absurd. It's Something Weird Sunday, and we're going to talk about this great double feature from Something Weird Video and Image Entertainment with two great titles from filmmaker Herschel Gordon Lewis. The first title here, Just for the Hell of It, was made in 1968. The second was made in 1967. Here is the press book for this film. This was the full-length poster. It was folded when I bought it. I've had it for many, many years now. And I had it signed by the man himself, Herschel Gordon Lewis. Just for the Hell of It is a tale of juvenile delinquency and when things go too far. It's about Destruction Incorporated and all the mayhem and mischief and deadly violence that they inflict on ordinary law-abiding citizens. And if you're a fan of this film, well, good old Herschel did his own take on this. Now, I'll read you an excerpt from this book, which was the first official book about Herschel Gordon Lewis's films, written by one of his later members of his film crew, the late Daniel Krogh. And we'll just read you a little bit about Blast-Off Girls. Okay, it says here, Blast-Off Girls from 1967 was Herschel's attempt to exploit the popularity of the Beatles movies A Hard Day's Night from 1964 and Help from 1965. He directed from his own original screenplay. The film features two Chicago area rock bands, the Faded Blue and Charlie, as well as the Blast-Off Girls themselves. There was also a special appearance by Colonel Harlan Sanders of Kentucky Fried Chicken fame. Yes, that's right. When you see modern day Kentucky Fried Chicken commercials and people are dressed up in a white suit with a white string tie and a white goatee and black rimmed glasses and are kind of talking like this, well, they're imitating the real life Colonel Sanders, who, yes, does make an appearance in Blast-Off Girls. So you may be asking yourself, well, how does a low-budget filmmaker get such a popular character to be make a cameo in his movie? Well, here we go. It says, perhaps this is as good a place as any to offer a brief digression about Herschel Gordon Lewis's menu for success. Herschel has had a lifelong love affair with fried chicken on many Lewis productions, where he himself provided the food for the cast and crew by bartering with local restaurants. Fried chicken was often the bill of fare each day of shooting. He would make a deal with a local franchise to cater the production in return for promoting the restaurant by having a shot of it in his film. Or he would give the owner a small part in his picture in return for the food. This was actually a normal practice. Ray Dennis Steckler did the same thing with a local diner, which featured prominently in his film The Thrill Killers from 1964. That's a cool flick. Go check it out. But let's get back to this. It would have been tough working on a Lewis film if you did not have a taste for fried chicken. Besides, one could hardly complain when the boss himself was chowing it down beside you each and every day. Herschel was and still is very fond of orange Julius as a beverage and frozen custard as a dessert. I humbly submit this information to his myriad of fans who can now partake of the official Herschel Gordon Lewis meal prior to attending showings of his films. And now back to Blast Off Girls. Now let's look at Blast Off Girls as it is presented on this great double feature DVD that gives you the drive-in double feature experience. Oh yeah. It says, Slimeball manager Bougie Baker tries to turn a small-time teenage rock band into an overnight record industry sensation with the help of pop parties, blackmail, and plenty of blast-off girls. and getting back to Just for the Hell of It, it says here on the back, a gang of nihilistic delinquents raise hell in a suburban community by doing whatever they want, whenever they want, just for the hell of it. Dexter, Denny, Bitsy, and Lummox aren't misunderstood, underprivileged, or even angry. They're just plain bad. When things get dull, they hop in their 67 Mustang and commit senseless acts of cowardly chaos, escalating from trivial pranks to all-out assaults. The teenage terrorists carve a path of carnage until they ultimately lock horns with a straight-arrow jock and his doomed girlfriend. Cheap shock highlight, a baby tossed into a trash can. Where else are you going to see such entertainment? Just where are you going to see such entertainment? I would definitely recommend watching both these films. Blast Off Girls on this DVD is presented in its 1.66 by 1 theatrical aspect ratio. Also on this DVD you get original theatrical trailers for both films. You also get trailers for over a half dozen other Herschel Gordon Lewis drive-in classics. The Herschel Gordon Lewis dance short, Hot Night at the Go-Go Lounge. You get classic drive-in intermission shorts. You get a Facts of Life drive-in book pitch. A gallery of drive-in exploitation art. Trashorama radio spot rarities. And an interactive feature that allows uninterrupted playback of 3 hours worth of Herschel Gordon Lewis drive-in madness. So you could play like everything on this DVD all in one shot and replicate in your own home what used to be known as the drive-in experience. And with that, I want to thank you for watching. Are you a fan of Herschel Gordon Lewis movies? Have you seen either one of these films? Let me know in the comments. And this has been another Something Weird Sunday. I thank you for watching. And always know to never be afraid to step into the pleasure den of the absurd.